Daily Horoscope Analysis for Virgo. April 22, 2025 Greetings, discerning Virgos. Today's celestial climate brings interesting developments as we find ourselves in the heart of Taurus season, with the steady earth energy resonating harmoniously with your practical Virgo nature. Let's dive deep into what the cosmos has in store for you on this Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. General Overview. As the day begins, we find Mercury, your ruling planet, moving swiftly through Aries, creating an interesting contrast to your typically methodical approach. This transit activates your 8th house of transformation and shared resources, potentially bringing sudden insights or unexpected communications related to finances, investments, or intimate matters. The day carries a transformative undercurrent that may not be immediately apparent, but is working beneath the surface of your experiences. Meanwhile, the moon in Sagittarius forms a challenging square to your sun sign, which might create some emotional tension. You may feel pulled between your natural desire for precision and a surprising urge to break free from restrictions. This isn't your typical comfort zone, dear Virgo, but there's growth potential in this discomfort. Venus in Gemini lightens the atmosphere, especially in your 10th house of career and public recognition. Your charm and diplomatic skills are enhanced, making this an excellent day for important meetings, presentations, or networking events. People are noticing your contributions and the meticulous care you bring to your work. Love and relationships. For Virgos in committed relationships, today brings opportunities for intellectual connection and meaningful conversation. With Venus influencing your communication style, you're able to express feelings that you might typically keep analyzed and categorized in the logical chambers of your mind. Your partner appreciates this rare glimpse into your emotional world, so don't hesitate to share what's in your heart. Single Virgos might find themselves attracted to someone who challenges their worldview or introduces them to new perspectives. There's potential for an interesting connection with someone you meet in a professional context or through educational pursuits. This person might not fit your usual criteria, but that's precisely what makes the connection intriguing. A word of caution. Mars in Cancer is activating your 11th house of friendships and social networks, which could bring some tension to group dynamics. Be mindful of how you express criticism or suggestions for improvement, as others may be more sensitive than usual to your analytical observations. Career and finances. Professionally, this is a standout day. Jupiter in Gemini continues to expand your opportunities for recognition and advancement, and today's specific alignments suggest a possible breakthrough on a project you've been meticulously developing. Your attention to detail pays off in ways that even your supervisors or clients might not have anticipated. Financially, Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term transit through your 9th house of expansion and higher learning, potentially bringing unexpected opportunities for growth through education, publishing, or international connections. Today specifically, a surprising piece of financial news could arrive, perhaps a grant, scholarship, or opportunity for additional income through sharing your specialized knowledge. The Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Pisces continues to restructure your approach to partnerships and contracts. Today, you might need to revise agreements or clarify terms in professional relationships. Trust your intuition if something doesn't feel right in the fine print. Health and wellness. Physically, your energy levels are steadier than they have been recently. The Sun in Taurus supports your natural rhythm and helps ground your nervous energy. However, with Mercury in fiery Aries, you might be overthinking certain matters, which could manifest as tension headaches or digestive sensitivity, your body's typical response to stress. Take time today for grounding practices. Walking barefoot on grass or soil would be especially beneficial, allowing you to connect with the earth element that nourishes your sign. Paying attention to your digestive health is also important today. Consider incorporating fermented foods or digestive herbs like ginger or peppermint into your meals. Mental health deserves special attention with today's planetary positions. The Sagittarius moon might make you feel uncharacteristically restless or dissatisfied with routine. Rather than fighting this energy, channel it into planning future learning experiences or explorations that feed your mind and soul. Personal growth today offers a powerful opportunity for inner work, particularly around themes of control and surrender. As a Virgo, you thrive on order and precision, but today's aspects invite you to explore the growth that comes from occasionally letting go of rigid expectations. Pluto's slow journey through Aquarius is revolutionizing your sixth house of daily routines, health, and service, areas where you typically excel through structure and organization. Today, you might receive insights about how to bring more innovation or authenticity to your daily practices without sacrificing the efficiency you value. Journal prompts that would be especially fruitful today include: how can I distinguish between helpful order and limiting control in my life? And what would become possible if I allowed for more spontaneity in my carefully structured plans? Social connections. Your social energy is somewhat complex today. On one hand, the Venus influence enhances your charisma and makes you more approachable than usual. On the other hand, the Mars-Moon dynamics might make you feel internally critical of social interactions that seem superficial or inefficient. You'll find the most satisfaction in one-on-one conversations that dive below the surface into topics of substance. Group settings might feel draining unless there's a clear purpose or goal to the gathering. Don't force yourself to participate in social activities that don't resonate. Your energy is precious, and today calls for discernment in how you spend it. A connection with a water sign, Cáncer, Scorpio, or Pisces, could prove particularly meaningful today, offering emotional insights that complement your practical perspective. Spiritual aspects. Neptune's continuing influence in Pisces activates your seventh house of partnerships, bringing a mystical quality to your interactions. You might find yourself unusually attuned to others' unspoken thoughts or feelings. Trust these intuitive hits. They're a gift from Neptune that complements your typical analytical approach. Consider taking a few moments for meditation today, focusing specifically on your heart center. Visualize a balance between the precision and service orientation that defines your Virgo essence and the compassionate acceptance that Neptune in Pisces is teaching you. Practical advice for the day. 1. Schedule your most detail-oriented work for morning hours when your mental clarity is enhanced by Mercury's position. 2. Be mindful of a tendency to overanalyze emotional situations. Sometimes feelings simply need to be felt rather than understood. 3. Make time for nature today. The earth element will help you process the day's energies more smoothly. 4. Pay attention to financial documents or communications. There may be important details that only your keen Virgo eye will catch. 5. Practice flexibility if plans change unexpectedly. There's likely a hidden benefit in the revised arrangement. 6. Express gratitude for the systems and structures that support your life. Virgo energy thrives when appreciation balances analytical thinking. Lucky elements for today include: color, deep green or navy blue number, 4 and 7 location, libraries, gardens, or organized outdoor spaces activity, organizing digital files, or creating a new system that brings order to chaos challenges to watch for. Being overly critical of yourself or others when things don't go according to plan. Digestive sensitivity, particularly if you're feeling anxious, overthinking decisions to the point of inaction in conclusion. Dear Virgo, April 22, 2025, offers you a blend of supportive earth energy and challenging aspects that ultimately serve your growth. Your natural gifts for analysis and improvement are highlighted, while the cosmos gently encourages you to integrate more flexibility and intuition into your approach. Trust that your meticulous attention to detail is a superpower, especially when balanced with compassion for yourself and others. The day holds particular promise for career advancement, intellectual connections, and internal realizations that help you refine your path forward. Remember that even the most perfectly organized garden still welcomes a wildflower now and then. Embrace both the structure and the spontaneity that today offers. On April 22, 2025, Virgo finds themselves at an astrological crossroads with several significant planetary positions creating a complex cosmic landscape. Mercury, your ruling planet, will be positioned in Taurus, bringing a stabilizing energy to your communication and thought processes. This grounding influence helps you articulate your ideas with remarkable clarity and practical vision, something that becomes particularly valuable as the day progresses. The Sun in early Aries creates a dynamic tension with your naturally methodical approach. Positioned in your 8th house, it illuminates matters related to shared resources, investments, and psychological transformation. You may find yourself contemplating deeper changes in how you manage collaborative projects or joint finances. Jupiter continues its transit through Gemini in your 10th house of career and public recognition. This placement brings expansion to your professional sphere, possibly presenting opportunities for knowledge sharing or educational advancement that aligns with your career path. The Gemini influence adds versatility to your typically focused approach. Venus in Gemini forms a harmonious trine with your Sun sign, activating your sector of achievement and reputation. This planetary position favors professional relationships and could bring recognition from authority figures or opportunities to showcase your meticulous abilities in public settings. Mars deserves special attention today, as it occupies Aquarius in your 6th house of daily work and health routines. This energetic placement invigorates your productivity, but may also create some restlessness in your typically methodical approach. The innovative Aquarian energy encourages you to experiment with new systems and techniques that could revolutionize your efficiency. Saturn in Pisces continues its significant transit through your 7th house of partnerships. This creates a somewhat challenging aspect to your Sun, asking you to establish more defined boundaries in close relationships while learning valuable lessons about commitment and responsibility. The disciplined nature of Saturn helps you structure your partnerships in ways that stand the test of time. Uranus in Taurus forms a favorable aspect to your Sun, bringing unexpected but welcome developments in your 9th house of higher learning and philosophical exploration. This position encourages you to break free from limiting beliefs and consider alternative perspectives, particularly regarding education, travel, or spiritual matters. The Moon, moving through Cáncer today, activates your 11th house of community and social networks. This creates a nurturing energy around your group activities and friendships, potentially bringing emotional connections through collaborative efforts. You may feel more sensitive to the needs of your community or organizational affiliations. Neptune in Aries creates a subtle square to your Sun sign from your 8th house, adding a layer of intuitive understanding to matters of shared resources and psychological transformation. While this can enhance your spiritual connection, it also requires vigilance against confusion in financial dealings or intimate relationships. Pluto, now in the early degrees of Aquarius, forms a sextile to your Sun from your 6th house. This powerful placement supports profound transformation in your daily work routines and health practices. You may discover hidden sources of power through seemingly mundane activities, particularly those related to service or self-improvement. The North Node in Pisces highlights your 7th house of partnerships, suggesting that your greatest growth comes through developing more compassionate and intuitive connections with others. This nodal position indicates that balancing your natural analytical tendencies with greater emotional openness will be key to your evolution. Chiron in Aries activates your 8th house, bringing healing opportunities around vulnerability and trust. This position may trigger some sensitivity around shared resources or intimate exchanges, but it also offers the chance to address and heal old wounds related to control or dependency issues. The asteroid Pallas Athena in Virgo forms a conjunction with your Sun sign, enhancing your strategic thinking and pattern recognition abilities. This placement amplifies your natural analytical gifts and helps you develop practical wisdom through methodical observation. As Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Saturn on April 22, 2025, your communication style undergoes a significant transformation. This planetary alignment brings a perfect balance between Mercury's analytical precision, your ruling planet, and Saturn's structural discipline. Your words carry more weight today, with a natural authority that commands attention from colleagues and friends alike. This is not about dominating conversations, but rather about speaking with clarity and purpose that others naturally respect. Your typically detail-oriented communication style is enhanced with a depth of wisdom that surprises even yourself. Notice how people lean in when you speak today. Communications that have been stuck or delayed suddenly find resolution, particularly work-related emails or messages you've been waiting on. Written expression flows especially well today. Your ability to organize thoughts logically while maintaining precision makes this an excellent day for drafting important documents, proposals, or even creative writing projects. Your mind connects ideas that previously seemed unrelated, helping you articulate complex concepts with remarkable simplicity. In interpersonal conversations, you'll find yourself naturally organizing discussions that have been scattered and unfocused. While this analytical strength serves you well, be mindful not to become too critical or perfectionistic in your conversations. The Saturn influence can sometimes add unnecessary rigidity to your already meticulous Virgo nature. The third house emphasis today highlights local communications. Phone calls with siblings or neighbors might bring unexpected positive developments or information that proves immediately useful. Your listening skills are equally enhanced. You're picking up subtle cues and unspoken messages that others miss. This makes you an excellent mediator in any disputes that arise. Digital communication channels work particularly well for you today. Your social media posts gain more engagement, and your emails receive prompt, favorable responses. Mercury's position activates your sector of philosophy and higher learning, allowing you to express more abstract concepts that you normally might keep to yourself. Voice your broader perspectives on life. People are receptive to your wisdom today. For those in educational settings, your contributions in class discussions or presentations will be particularly well received and remembered. The morning hours feature your strongest communicative powers when your mental clarity is at its peak. Schedule important conversations before 2 p.m. if possible. An unexpected message around midday could open doors to intellectual opportunities that align perfectly with your aspirations. Trust your instinct to follow up promptly on communications that intrigue you. The Mercury-Saturn trine brings stability to your thinking, helping you maintain focus during complex discussions rather than getting lost in minutiae, as Virgos sometimes do. Your analytical gifts shine without becoming overwhelming to others. April 22nd, 2025, presents a fascinating financial landscape for Virgos as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a supportive trine with Saturn in your 8th house of shared resources and investments. This cosmic alignment creates an exceptional day for financial planning and strategic money moves that require attention to detail, something you naturally excel at. The Taurus sun illuminates your 9th house of expansion, suggesting that financial opportunities may come through education, international connections, or publishing ventures. Don't dismiss ideas that initially seem outside your comfort zone. Venus, positioned in your career sector, forms a favorable aspect with Jupiter in your house of daily work, indicating that your professional reputation could directly translate to monetary rewards today. A project you've been meticulously developing might finally receive recognition from superiors or clients who appreciate your thorough approach. This is an excellent day to present financial proposals or request compensation reviews, as the stars support fair recognition of your contributions. The moon in Capricorn activates your 5th house of creativity and speculation, forming a productive sextile with Neptune in your partnership zone. This suggests that creative collaborations could yield unexpected financial benefits. A partnership opportunity might emerge that perfectly balances your practical financial management with someone else's visionary ideas. Together, this could form a lucrative enterprise if you're willing to share control, something Virgos sometimes struggle with. Mars in your second house of personal finances adds energetic drive to your money-making abilities today. You might feel particularly motivated to pursue side hustles or activate passive income streams that you've previously researched but haven't implemented. Your analytical skills are especially sharp under this transit, allowing you to spot inefficiencies in your current financial systems and make corrections that will benefit you for months to come. Pluto's ongoing transformation of your sixth house suggests that financial opportunities may come through workplace restructuring. Perhaps a colleague's departure creates a vacancy you can fill for additional compensation, or your willingness to take on transitional responsibilities leads to monetary recognition. Stay alert to shifts in workplace dynamics, as they could conceal financial opportunities for those paying attention. The North Node in Aries in your eighth house indicates that your financial growth path involves becoming more comfortable with investment risks and shared financial ventures. Today's energy particularly supports calculated risks related to investments in technology or health sectors, areas where your natural Virgo discernment gives you an advantage in separating genuine opportunities from hype. Mercury's position also activates your networking abilities today. Financial doors may open through connections rather than cold applications or proposals. Don't hesitate to leverage professional relationships you've carefully nurtured over time. A casual conversation could reveal information about an investment opportunity or job opening before it becomes public knowledge. Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term journey through your ninth house, suggesting that financial breakthroughs may come through unconventional educational paths or foreign connections. Consider exploring courses, certifications, or partnerships that combine your analytical strengths with emerging financial technologies or sustainability initiatives. The financial rewards may not be immediate, but could establish important foundations for future prosperity. Chiron's position indicates that healing any scarcity mindsets or financial wounds from your past could unlock significant abundance. Today's energy supports internal financial reflection, examining whether your careful Virgo nature sometimes veers into unnecessary frugality that ultimately limits your earning potential. There's a difference between wise resource management and restrictive thinking that prevents growth. For Virgos who own businesses or manage investments, today's planetary alignment supports strategic planning for the next financial quarter. Your ability to anticipate obstacles and create contingency plans is heightened, making this an excellent day to review portfolio allocations or business expansion plans. The stars favor methodical approaches rather than impulsive financial decisions. The day's overall financial signature suggests opportunity through precision and attention to contractual details. Before signing any financial agreements, your Virgo analytical skills will serve you well in identifying potentially problematic clauses or overlooked benefits. This meticulous review could save substantial amounts or secure better terms than initially offered. Regarding cryptocurrency or digital investments, the day's energy suggests careful research rather than impulsive moves. Your natural skepticism serves as protection against speculative schemes, but don't let it prevent you from considering legitimate, innovative financial instruments. Balance caution with calculated exploration. By day's end, set aside time to update your financial tracking systems. The planetary energies support creating improved organizational methods that will help you maintain clearer awareness of your resources. This foundation of financial clarity will serve you well through upcoming planetary shifts that may temporarily cloud financial judgment for less prepared signs. April 22, 2025, presents Virgo with multiple fortunate areas as the Sun transits through fellow Earth sign Taurus, creating a harmonious trine aspect to your natal Sun. This grounding energy allows your natural talents to shine without the usual self-criticism that often plagues your sign. Financial institutions and resources prove especially fortunate today. With Mercury forming a favorable sextile to Jupiter, discussions about investments, loans, or financial collaborations bring unexpectedly positive results. The universe opens doors that have previously remained closed, particularly if you've been meticulous in your preparation, a Virgo specialty. Your analytical abilities are heightened today, making this an excellent time for solving complex problems at work or helping others navigate complicated situations. Colleagues and supervisors are more likely to recognize your contributions, with some Virgos receiving acknowledgement that has been long overdue. Health initiatives started today have staying power, especially those involving digestive wellness, your sign's traditional domain of influence. New routines established now can become sustainable habits. The sixth house, your natural house, receives beneficial aspects from Venus, suggesting that service-oriented activities bring both satisfaction and unexpected opportunities. Volunteer work, mentoring, or assisting colleagues could lead to valuable connections. Educational pursuits are also highly favored. Whether you're teaching or learning, knowledge exchange flows effortlessly today, with retention and practical application coming more naturally than usual. Your ability to synthesize information and explain complex concepts makes you a valuable resource to others. Communication with authority figures proves surprisingly smooth, with your ideas receiving more attention and consideration than expected. This is an excellent day to present proposals or request resources for projects. Real estate and home-related matters see positive developments. If you've been considering renovations, repairs, or even a move, today's energy supports taking concrete steps forward. Any work done to improve your living space will bring lasting satisfaction. Creative projects benefit from your enhanced attention to detail. While Virgo isn't typically associated with artistic pursuits, today your precision and eye for improvement serve you exceptionally well in any creative endeavor. Writing, editing, and content creation are particularly favored. Relationship healing occurs naturally today, especially with siblings, neighbors, or extended family members. Old misunderstandings can be resolved through calm, rational discussion. Your communication style is both diplomatic and clear. Career advancement opportunities may arrive unexpectedly, particularly in fields involving analysis, research, healthcare, or service industries. Your methodical approach impresses someone in a position to advocate for your progress. Personal growth comes through embracing imperfection today, a challenging but rewarding lesson for perfectionistic Virgo. As you release unrealistic standards, you discover greater flow and productivity. Technology serves you well today. Systems, devices, or applications that normally frustrate you seem to operate more smoothly, and you may discover helpful features or solutions you hadn't noticed before. Research yields valuable results, making this an excellent day for deep dives into topics that interest you, whether for professional or personal purposes. Your ability to spot patterns and inconsistencies serves you especially well. Small acts of organization create significant improvements in your environment. Even 15 minutes spent tidying a workspace or clearing a digital inbox can generate a sense of accomplishment and mental clarity that benefits all your endeavors. Nutritional changes initiated today have positive long-term effects. Your body responds favorably to adjustments in diet, particularly those involving whole foods and digestive support. Pay attention to subtle signals from your physical self. Natural healing modalities prove especially effective. Herbalism, aromatherapy, or other holistic practices align perfectly with today's energy for Virgo. Collections or cataloging projects bring surprising satisfaction. Whether organizing digital photos, categorizing books, or creating systems for household items, your innate love of order finds fulfilling expression. Professional collaborations with water signs, Cáncer, Scorpio, Pisces, bring complementary energies that enhance your practical approach with emotional intelligence and intuitive insights. Be open to partnerships that initially seem outside your comfort zone. Teaching and mentoring activities bring unexpected rewards, as your natural ability to break complex subjects into manageable components helps others achieve breakthroughs in their understanding. The gratitude you receive boosts your often overlooked confidence. Written communication flows effortlessly today. If you've been struggling with documentation, reports, or creative writing, you'll find words coming more easily, with your natural precision adding clarity rather than creating blocks. Remember that while your analytical mind is your greatest strength, today's fortunate energy encourages you to balance thoroughness with forward momentum. Perfect timing doesn't require perfect conditions, just your willingness to engage with the opportunities presenting themselves now. April 22nd brings a fascinating social landscape for Virgo, with the sun firmly in fellow Earth sign Taurus amplifying your natural diplomatic abilities. Today, your social connections take on a more significant meaning as Mercury forms a supportive trine with Jupiter, opening channels of communication that have previously felt restricted. This planetary alignment particularly benefits your sixth house of daily interactions, making workplace relationships and regular social circles especially harmonious. You might notice colleagues and acquaintances more receptive to your ideas and perspectives today. The moon's position in Libra activates your second house, bringing a desire to share resources and experiences with others rather than keeping to yourself. This contrasts with your typical reserved approach and creates opportunities for deeper bonding. Venus, currently traveling through your 10th house of public reputation, casts a favorable aspect to Neptune, enhancing your ability to connect with others on an intuitive level. This subtle cosmic influence helps you read between the lines in social situations, picking up on unspoken needs and emotions that others might miss. For Virgos in leadership positions, this translates to exceptional team management today. With Mars energizing your house of communication, your words carry extra weight and conviction. The typical Virgo analytical approach is balanced today with a touch of passion that makes you more magnetic in group settings. People are naturally drawn to your practical wisdom, especially when you allow yourself to speak from experience rather than pure theory. Close friendships may undergo a subtle transformation as Pluto's ongoing transit encourages deeper trust and vulnerability. A conversation that starts casually could evolve into a profound exchange that strengthens bonds significantly. Pay particular attention to connections with water signs today, Cáncer, Scorpio, Pisces, as they activate your emotional intelligence in unexpected ways. Social media interactions carry extra significance today. A message or comment could lead to an important new connection or rekindle a valuable relationship from your past. Saturn's position suggests that connections made or strengthened today have long-term potential, especially those built on shared intellectual interests or professional goals. Group projects benefit from your meticulous attention to detail, but the current planetary alignment encourages you to delegate and trust others rather than micromanaging. This collaborative approach opens doors to more meaningful teamwork and prevents the isolation that sometimes accompanies your perfectionist tendencies. Family connections particularly benefit from today's energy, with old misunderstandings finally finding resolution through honest conversation. Don't be surprised if a relative reaches out unexpectedly with news or an invitation. For single Virgos, today's social interactions could have romantic undertones, especially in settings related to learning or community service, areas where your natural gifts shine brightest. Partnered Virgos find that sharing social activities strengthens their bond, particularly when introducing each other to separate friend groups or colleagues. The evening hours bring a more introspective energy as the moon aspects Saturn, prompting you to reflect on which social connections truly feed your soul and which might be draining your energy. This clarity helps you prioritize quality over quantity in relationships moving forward. A surprising conversation with someone from a different generation or background provides valuable perspective that challenges your viewpoints in constructive ways. Your willingness to listen rather than immediately analyze makes this exchange particularly rewarding. Community involvement takes on greater importance as Uranus in your ninth house encourages you to connect with those who share your humanitarian values